Well, good afternoon. My name is Bob Donegan. I'm Client Development Manager with ARIES Systems. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the ways we as a workflow solutions provider to scholarly publishers are helping and supporting them as they move to open access. First, a little bit about ARIES and who we are. We are a software development company. We have two main products. One is a web-based peer review system, which is known as Editorial Manager. We also have a web-based production tracking system known as Production Manager. You can see the number of journals that we have that are currently using our workflow solutions, and the number of journals that's growing all the time that are some form or some flavor of open access. Now, the first thing I want to note is that there seems to be, or has been, this notion that this is simply a business issue or a business modeling issue. But we're finding, and I think some of you are probably finding, that moving to open access is more than just a business model issue. It does affect the workflow. And so we've got so over the past couple of years, we've developed technologies, we've integrated technologies and worked with third-party solutions as well as some of the industry standards out there to basically help create a workflow that's conducive to open access. And I should say it's not just conducive to open access, but also traditional publishing as well. There's a number of technologies here that I could talk about. I'm just going to pick one before we move on. If you look at the Suggest Editor technology, that's a functionality that we've created specifically for large, wide-ranging open access publications that might have hundreds or even thousands of editors. And they were looking for a more streamlined and automated way to select, find, and assign papers to editors based on their areas of expertise. So that's something that we've done. We've also got a number of other initiatives as well. But I'm going to spend the rest of my time this afternoon talking a little bit about how we seek to streamline the processing of APC, or article processing charges, directly within the editorial workflow. So APC processing, I just want to make it up front, is a complicated thing. It's not simple, but since your authors are going to be going through this process, it needs to appear to be simple. And you can see that there are a lot of what I would call transactional variables that can take place during this process. The credit card billing, waivers, what do we do with taxes, discounts based on countries. Publishers will have the ability to actually select pricing based on country of origin, funder pays. All these different business models need to be accounted for. So what we've done is partner with the Copyright Clearance Center and their RightsLink for Open Access solution and integrated that into the editorial workflow within Editorial Manager. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly go through the interface, how it works and what it looks like to an author as they go through an open access submission within Editorial Manager. So what you're looking at here is, as an author might be in the system going through the submission process. The system is now asking for what kind of article the author is submitting. So once they select that, they're then prompted to put in the actual title of the paper that they're submitting. And there may be other submission steps involved. I'm just going to jump to the last step here, which is when an author might be attaching their files. And you can see here that an author can simply select the files they want, drag them and drop them onto the browser, where they're automatically brought in to the system. And at this point, in a normal or a non-open access submission, they would continue to move on and submit the article. But at this point, if it is an open access submission, they can be prompted to request a estimate of what the open access fee might be for them. And when they do that, we pass through to the CCC metadata through the API that, such as the title, the author name, their ORCID, their institutional Ringgold ID, if they have it, so that if a publisher has created a particular open access charge for an institution, that's the fee that they're going to be presented with. So they would acknowledge this, and then the paper would go through a regular editorial and peer review process. If the paper is accepted, they'll receive an email similar to this, which has a link that will allow the author then to go directly back in to Editorial Manager, where they'll see the open access fee again that they've already confirmed that they're willing and able to pay. And at this point, they can actually do the transaction. They can click on the button that says payment options, and then be taken directly to RightsLink where they can finish that transaction customized for them. So simply in closing, APC processing is a complicated thing. We've developed a solution that we think optimizes and enables the rapid collection of these APC charges. And most importantly, we have a solution that we think can change over time as these APC business models change, so can our process. So thanks very much for your time. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to take them afterwards, and I appreciate it. Thank you.